The Indianapolis Colts are a team that I am probably more high on than most people. Quarterback Anthony Richardson didn't play a ton last year, but when he played, he was stellar. He was making all the big play. He was doing everything you want a quarterback to do. Joe Flacco, if this is the case again with Anthony Richardson, he's hurt. He can't stay healthy. Then he may see the field. And of all the quarterbacks that may see the field, he's probably the best, to be honest with you. Richardson, I think, takes a jump. He takes a jump probably right here if he plays the way I think he will play. Ellinger, Texas quarterback. Been the backup for a while there. Ed Slavis was at USC for a while, but looks like he went to BYU. Jonathan Taylor, not as good as he once was, but he is still good for about 1,000 yards this year. You know, he'll be he'll be fine. He'll probably still one of the better running backs. Trey Sermon didn't ever really get a shot in San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell really took his spotlight, and now he is the backup. Where he will probably see an influx of production because he is the number two back. Michael Pittman Jr. In terms of wide receiver ones, he's probably in the little above average. But I think with a full season of Anthony Richardson, his numbers will be better. Josh Downs, very solid rookie season. I expect him to be better. You go look at the games with Anthony Richardson, not the greatest, but they do have a connection. Adonai Mitchell is going to be very good his rookie year. Alec Pierce, they got some receivers in there. Greg Ward, former Houston quarterback, Eagles legend, dare I say. Laquan Treadwell was drafted, I want to say, 22nd by the Vikings in 2015. And he was also on Seattle for a little bit. 23rd by the Vikings in 2016. It was in Seattle. It was in Baltimore last year. I remember he cooked Sauce Gardner once while he was in Seattle. Laquan Treadwell. Kylan Granson. What's his deal? Is he any good? He's okay. And Mo Alley Cox really hasn't taken that step yet. So, here I thought he had, a future ahead of him. I thought he could be, a 600-yard guy. And he just hasn't done that. This is a good offensive line. This is a very solid offensive line. Raymond's good. Quentin Nelson is as good as he once was. Ryan Kelly isn't as good as he once was. But those two are still pretty solid. Will Fries and Brain Smith are fine. Kwity Paye was pretty good last year, if I remember correctly. But yeah, really took a jump. And could take another jump. They got Latu in there. Wasn't my favorite of the edge rushers. I'd probably say Jared Verse, number one, Dallas Turner, number two, but Latu, probably three. Jannard Avery is solid depth. DeForest Buckner is good. Is this the Kansas State guy? Northwestern guy. Purple, purple Kansas State, purple Northwestern. Really the same thing when you think about it. Raekwon Davis is still around. It appears so. Zaire Franklin, pretty good. This defense isn't great, but it can get the job done every now and then. Jalen Jones, Kenny Moore are both pretty solid. I don't have a ton to say about this defense. Matt Gay is the kicker. Where was Spencer Schrader before? Okay. That's why. Josh Downs, let's see, returning kicks. Let's just get into it. Week 1, I think the Colts will take out the Texans. They'll probably split the series, but week 1, I got my money on the Texans. Down here, these are 2 more winnable games, but I think they will split with the Jaguars. And they'll probably beat the Titans. The Colts at 13-4 might be my hottest take. But, this is an easy schedule where they can definitely rattle off like 8 or 9 wins pretty easily. I mean, they'll for sure beat the Giants. They'll beat the Titans at least once. They'll beat the Broncos. They'll beat the Patriots. They'll probably beat the Jaguars at least once. Vikings they'll beat. That's like 6 or 7 wins that I just named. They'll be competitive with the Bears, competitive with the Steelers, competitive with the Lions. This isn't the hardest schedule ever.